Udah denger kan? Alah internetnya, alah, 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 reklame, alah. Apa namanya?
Makanan.
Okay.
Pak Asven.
Yes, Parian.
Ya, maaf Pak, nanti mungkin kalau bisa aja sih, bisa mungkin paralel sama Mbak Ning juga sih, tanyain juga. Untuk timekeeper ya Pak ya, maksudnya ngecek waktunya aja sih. Buat apa, buat ini aja, misalnya ya nggak kelewatan di sesi yang saya buat itu, kelewatan jamnya atau gimana gitu. Ya, bisa ya Pak?
Bisa.
Ya. Sama tadi mau apa sih? Nanti ya pasti transkrip atau recordnya pasti nanti ada ya Pak ya? Udah nyala ya? Udah nyala. Oke, siap. Ya, thank you.
Izin Mas Advan, ini saya bisa share screen seperti biasa nggak Mas Advan? Atau nanti aja?
Silakan Mbak Ning.
Bisa share screen.
Oke, thank you Mas Advan.
jumlah persentasenya. Good morning, everyone. I hope you are able to hear my voice. Is
Very small, Advent.
okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, okay. Thought is it you can hear my voice right now?
Yes, now okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Pak Toar. Now, thank you so much for your attendance, everyone. For the next presentation, I will give to Mbak Ning. Thank you.
Thank you, Mas Advan. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. We are truly delighted to have you here with us. This session, we will focus on how to use Microsoft Copilot to support and enhance your productivity. We hope knowledge shared today will help you work more effectively and confidently with the latest tools. Our agenda for today consists of three parts. First, opening. Okay, Mr. Hendra, want to say something?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay, I will continue this agenda. Okay, our agenda for today consists of three parts. First, opening remarks. Second, presentation. Third, Q&A session. For the Q&A session, you may ask your question in two ways: by typing them in the Q&A panel on Microsoft Teams, or by raising your hand if you would like to speak directly. Once your hand is raised, we will grant microphone access. Please note that all participants are muted by default to ensure a smooth and uninterrupted session. Also, this webinar is being recorded from start to finish. If you would like to request the recording, please feel free to contact the IT team of PT Aman Mineral International. To begin, we would like to invite Mr. Toar Albert Taulu as the IT Senior Manager of PT Aman Mineral International to deliver the opening remarks. Mr. Toar, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Bu Ning. Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank all the participants of the workshop today. It's great to see your enthusiasm. As you know, that the generative AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Llama, and of course Copilot are already part of our world. We feel the hype. Today, we are introducing Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat, which is a secure enterprise-grade generative AI designed for organizations like Aman. Available for M365 subscribers, which we are currently using. Unlike public AI, M365 Copilot Chat protects your data while enhancing productivity. Our trainer will explain how it works and how you can benefit from it. I hope you enjoy today's workshop. Please feel free to ask questions throughout the sessions. And big thanks to our trainers from Mari Belajar for sharing their expertise. Again, thank you very much. Over to you, Mani.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Toar, for the opening message. Let's give him a virtual round of applause using the reaction icon on your Teams screen, everyone. Yeah. Before we move on the main presentation, we would love to capture this moment with a group photo. We kindly invite everyone to turn on your camera. We will taking two photos. The first using large gallery view, the second using together mode. So it's not like we are all in the same room despite the distance. Yeah, we will wait for a moment for everyone to turn on the camera. Okay, we will wait a second. Okay, let's begin. Okay, let's begin with the large gallery. All right, on the count of three, please look on your camera and smile in the when I say three, smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and smile. Okay, thank you. Then I will take a photo for the second, for the together mode. Again, the count of three. Look at the camera and smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yeah. Okay, let's switch to again. Thank you so much for turning on your camera and joining in. Now we are moving on the main session. We are honored to welcome Mr. Rian Mulyadi as the Modern Work and AI Pre-Sales Manager from Microsoft Indonesia, who will deliver today's presentation. Mr. Rian, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Ning and Pak Toa for the opening as well. Hi everyone. Good morning, everyone, and may I have the reaction maybe if everyone's are still here, maybe like a thumbs up or applause or everything or love sign. Everyone's here. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, good job. Okay. This morning we will have the topic or the generative AI topic for the Copilot presentation. So it's gonna be the exploring the generative AI and enhancing productivity with Copilot. Me as a Microsoft, one of the part of the Microsoft adoption specialist, collaborate with Mari Belajar to do this presentation and workshop. Okay, so let's just move on to the main presentation. Okay, so let's just set the screen. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yes, everyone see my screen, perhaps?
Can see the screen, Pak Rian.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so this topic is gonna be the exploring the generative AI enhancing product with Copilot, and we go collaborate with Mari Belajar. Okay, Mari Belajar is the part of the Microsoft Education Global Training Partner and also the Authorized Education Partner, as explained with Mbak Ning. Okay, so this is the brief overview of Mari Belajar. So Mari Belajar is a training provider, as committed with the involving individual with the institution as well. They give the digital skills and innovation certification as well, related certification, especially with the Microsoft certification. They have been more than 10 years as the internationally registered Microsoft partner. And they are also the top 10 best of this Microsoft education partner in Asia Pacific. And they are focusing on digital skill certification. They have managed more than 500 plus workshops, offline, and for 40,000 plus participants. And they can deliver training program with the Microsoft program as well, Microsoft standard. They're offering the learning paths for the participants in the international recognition. So with the number of the certification in the Azure, AI, and 365 and Power and so on. Yeah. Okay. And the agenda of this topic is gonna be the introduction to the Copilot, and then gonna go to the security considerations when using the Copilot, and you go through the practical guide and with using the Copilot usage. Okay, so let's start with the introduction with the Copilot. Okay. All right. Yes. So the Copilot start with the generative AI. Does anyone knows the generative AI? Maybe it's like you guys are familiar with the ChatGPT or the DALL-E or the Gemini and the other generative AI tools that they have been used with the Microsoft. Okay, So the Copilot here is actually one of the tools that the Microsoft use. Yeah, is for this one of the software of the Copilot is one of the tools that are part in the Microsoft ecosystem for the generative AI. That's focusing on the Microsoft environment. Yeah, and the generative AI itself is actually the software of the AI. Yeah, like it's like Copilot, the software of the AI that can create a new or original content using the natural language. Yeah. The content can be a number of things. It can be in form of the text, images, audio, video, or code base. Yeah. The example here the provider is the Copilot or the ChatGPT or DALL-E for the image. Okay. And so this is the basic of how the generative AI works. So if you guys know what is the Copilot and you guys know what is the ChatGPT, the user interface and how it works behind the scene is like this. Yeah. Firstly, when the user input the prompt, so when the user input the prompt into the Copilot or the generative AI tools, right? So they're gonna go through this some of the process of the encoding and decoding process. So you're gonna convert the prompt, natural language prompt, into the tokenization or into the factorized format. Okay, so it's gonna be like a number of 0, 1, and everything, and then gonna do some kind of a
I'm
yes.
sorry, Parian.
Okay.
Uh, Perhaps from our side we are not able. The screen are movement still on the
Oh, is it?
first page.
Okay.
Still on
Sorry,
the
sorry, sorry.
first page.
So in the first page, is it
Yeah, still on
screen
the first page.
movement? Sorry, sorry, sorry. I didn't see the. Hmm. That's weird. Can you see the screen? Can you see my PPT? Sorry, PowerPoint.
Yes, but still on the first page. Exploring generative AI and
Okay.
enhancing productivity with Copilot. Can you try to move into the second slide so
Just
we
a
are
moment.
able to see it?
Maybe let me just stop sharing and then start sharing
Okay,
again. Maybe this.
okay.
Uh,
Please hold a moment, Bapak Ibu, because I think there are some technical issue. And while waiting for Pak Rian to reshare the screen, for your information, if there is any query, you can chat directly to Q&A button, or perhaps if you want to ask directly, you can raise your hand and we will active your microphone so you can ask directly for the query. Thank you. We are apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait for another moment. Bapak Ibu, thank you. And also for your information, as Mbak Ning already mentioned uh, on the first time, that all the presentation and also all the recording will be sent later after the the meeting end. Thank you.
Yeah, everyone, our speaker is currently working on reconnecting the session. So we have to wait for a minute. So sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay, Mbak Ning, thank you for your confirmation.
Halo?
Yeah, Mas Rian, I can hear you.
Ya, sorry Mbak. Oke
Oh,
Mbak.
okay.
No, the if the joining with the ini still in the Teams app ya, the Teams web have to become a presenter again, and it's sorry for the difficulty here. Maybe Iba can help with the screen ya, maybe ya.
Okay, I will
Okay.
have to share the screen.
Okay. Yeah. The Teams.
Charlie, can you see my screen?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
we can see the screen, Maning.
Yeah, thank you,
Okay.
Mr. Hendra, for the confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, sorry for the for the issues before Teams, and previously I explained about the introduction of these Mari Belajar and the Teams as well, and this is the agenda we're gonna talk today. We're gonna do the introduction with the Copilot, and then we're gonna discuss the security considerations when using the Copilot, and then the practical use guide when you do the Copilot usage with number of the demo use cases. So we're gonna do the test with the prompt, gonna test the from formula, and then we're gonna check through the other formula as well that created from the Mari Belajar team, and then we're gonna do the analysis, data analysis using Excel, and then we're gonna do the drafting email with the Outlook and also with the in the Copilot chat, and then we're gonna do the Teams summary and so on, and also do the capability in the other 365 apps, Okay, and yeah, okay. So let's do the introduction with the Copilot. Okay, previously I explained the Copilot as part of the Generative AI. The Generative AI is a subfield of the AI. They focus on the creating a new and original content, and then the content can be a number of in the number of format. It can be a text, images, audio, video, or even the code base. The number of examples is like this. Copilot is part of the Generative AI tools in part of the Microsoft, and then the ChatGPT is from the OpenAI, also the DALL-E for the image, also from the OpenAI. Okay, next. Sorry. Okay, this is how it works. Generative AI works. I explain again how it works like in the behind the scene for the Generative AI tools like the Copilot. Firstly, the user we're gonna prompt the prompt in the chat, in the user interface in the Copilot from either from the application or in the browser, and then when you type what is the Copilot, and it goes to the in here, go from the Copilot. What is Copilot? It goes to the encoding process, going to be a vector form or the context form, and then after that it goes to the process of this language model, LLM model, large language model inside the backend of the Copilot. Because the backend of the Copilot using the OpenAI GPT-4o, so it's going to be using that LLM model, and then from that, from the response of the generated by the LLM, it goes to the decoding process and then goes to the output into the user interface in the Copilot. Okay, the generative model in here. So if you see the bottom left here, so they have the encoding and the training capability for the learning filtering. It goes into the content generation. It's part of the LLM large language model. Language model inside the behind the scene of this generative AI tools. Okay, and we don't need to know all of this behind the scene. So it's all available in the. All we need to do is the user interface and check whether the response satisfy with our needs. So if we satisfy with our needs, then means that response is good. If it's not, then we're gonna ask the Copilot to uh, regenerate the answer again. So that's basically like that. Okay, and next is okay. So this is the Copilot chat. So what you is in the common mineral team in the environment common mineral, what they have is actually the MC65 Copilot chat, We actually okay. Yeah. So this is the what is the Copilot chat. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Pak. It's okay, Pak. Next slide aja. Okay. Okay. So this is MJC Copilot chat. So what is the MJC Copilot chat? Basically, this is the AI powered work assistant. Yeah. They can leverage the cutting edge AI. So for the web data, and then to you can answer question in the natural language. You can create content for the ideation and then finding the gathering information, and then it actually prioritize the data privacy. Yeah, which later on gonna discuss the enterprise data protection as part of the Copilot chat, because if you guys are logged in into the Copilot chat using the working environment of Aman Mineral, you will get the a shield, or the green shield symbol is in the top right. It's part of the data privacy protection, yeah, or enterprise data protection. So to make sure that all the conversations, all the sensitive data, they all of them like become the confidential. So you can do all a number of things like this. So upload file, you can do a document, or upload file with number of the document, different document format, Word, Excel, PDF, or the XML or HTTP and so on. And then can do generate image for, and then the data visualization as well. You can do data visualizing using the number in the charts or in the pivot table and so on. You can also chart outputs can be refining as well, fine tuning, and then we can connect it with the internal data inside of your organization. In this case, it's the Aman Mineral environment. Okay, so and next, okay, so uh, okay, so this is all the what MCSL Copilot chat can do. So you can do like information retrieval or the retrieval knowledge augmented generation as well from the knowledge space. You can answer general technical questions. You can explain like complex topics, summarizing terms, and then you can do productivity business as well. You can creating documents, can do presentation, reporting as well, drafting emails, meeting notes, summaries, and then assist with the project planning. Yeah, also with you can do the proposal, creating the proposal, whether it's for your higher up manager level, or you could go to the client, or go to the different format. They can also do that, the Copilot, and this is Copilot chat. Okay, and for the language and communication, you can also do the translation. So it supports like Indonesian language or English language, of course, and it also supports the dialect as well. I think you can do a Japanese and Sundanese as well, and then can writing the tone, as I said previously, do the formal, casual, persuasive, or in the, or you can do like simple terms as well, and then you can check a grammatical suggestion. In terms of data analysis, can do the data numbers analysis. Okay, can generate the insights based on the pivot table, can generate the data visualization as well, and then can do the reporting and insight based on those data. Later we can we do the demo based on that in the Excel that we're gonna can prepare. Yeah. Okay. And in terms of programming and technology, you can also do the code base. Can do the Python and JavaScript writing. It can help you debug and optimizing the code as well to be more efficient or optimized. And then you can also, if you don't want to get ask the Copilot to explain you a number of the tech concepts, they can also help you. In the creativity, you can also do this number of things. Yeah, for the creative content, like the poems or the content creator for the, and then make it the prompt to be like social media attractive, and then for the AI generated images, you can also fine tune that way, and then can also do the campaign concepts. Okay, and then can also search the online news, yeah, latest information in the onlines, and then find the reference in the trusted sources. You can also filter that in the trusted sources. Okay, can also help you in the research later in terms of specific topics inside. Okay, next we do. Okay, so you can access a number of ways. You can access the Copilot in a number of ways. You can go to your Edge browser. You can go to your type the URL in there, the M365 Cloud to Microsoft, or you can go to the mobile app, install the application. I think it's available in the either Play Store or in the iOS Store. Yeah. Okay. Make sure that when you log in, if you want to have the enterprise data protection ready, the green shield symbol, make sure you log in into the using the work environment or corporate environment, corporate account from the Aman Mineral. Don't use the personal account, because if you use the personal account, it's the same as when when you're not logging in. So the data in there are still going to use for the training, and the sensitive data is going to be used for the public use, for the LLM, for the that especially the OpenAI behind the back end of this Copilot. Okay, and make sure you log in into the enterprise data protection inside the Copilot, Copilot chat UI. Okay, and next, okay, this is the QR code if you want to download the MTC Copilot mobile app. Okay, you can just grab it and then download it, and then make sure you log in using the work account to get the enterprise data protection to have the data privacy protection. Yeah. Okay, and then next okay, so we're gonna do a small demo on how we access the Copilot. Maybe Mbak Ning, maybe I can show my screen. Yeah. Sorry. So let's just show the screen how we go through this. Hopefully, I can share my screen. I do right now. Okay. Hopefully there's no issue now. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it, Mas Rian.
Yes,
Okay.
Mas Rian.
Okay. Okay. So when we type in through, open the web browser. We can go to the URL before the MTC Cloud Microsoft, or we can go to the Copilot Cloud Microsoft. Actually, the same. And then we're gonna redirect to the MTC Copilot Cloud Microsoft.com, and then we're gonna log in into this UI of this Copilot chat. Yeah. And then when you log in using your work account, you will get the enterprise data protection ready in this environment, in this UI, which means that your data is going to be protected from data privacy, will be protected from the data leakage or the sensitive data sharing, and so it's not going to be used for the training inside in the for the model, the AI model as well. Okay, and you can also open this Edge browser. Okay, so this is the Edge browser, the Copilot inside Edge browser as well. Okay, okay. You can also use this part. This is also protected with enterprise data protection. So it's the data, the user prompt that you put inside here is also protected from the data leakage and everything. Yeah, so all the data sensitive is gonna be like all secured inside the Aman Mineral environment. Okay. Nah, does everyone can log in, or maybe there are some questions related to this setup, perhaps? Manning, do we the the Q&A sessions is each demo, or we do?
Okay, actually we can open the Q&A session for each section of material. So
Okay.
if the participant want to ask something about the material that delivered by Mr. Yan, can raise hand. Then I will activate your microphone. So maybe we can open the Q&A session, right, Mr. Yan?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Okay. Currently, Mr. Yudhistira raised hand. Okay, I will give you access the microphone. Mr. Yudhistira, maybe you can telling us what the question that want to ask with Mr. Rian.
Yes. So I did write in the Q&A section, but let me just ask it directly. So um, I I saw that it was able to generate documents regarding on the needs of, well, whatever it is that you needed to be created as, for example, maybe an Excel or a Word documents or something similar. Can you please elaborate on the document creation? Because I did I did try to
Mm-hmm.
no avail.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. I can just show you quickly. Like, let's say we want to create sample documents report, yeah, or in the recent news of uh, okay, we can just do in here lah. Okay, could you create a sample report document based on recent news? Let's say the topic can be about energy and resources, yeah, maybe, yeah, oil and gas, or maybe it can be related to oil and gas, or maybe other things actually. It's just as an example, um, because maybe Pak Yudhistira can share the prompt as well, so that I can double check. Because if we do this like this sample report document, it's gonna be generate this report, yeah, like the overview and everything, and then we're gonna say that you can export this report as into the Word or the PDF format. If you want this, I want this document to be exported into Word text, let's say, yeah. And then it's gonna give you the Word document that you can download it straight away from based on this the response that given from the Copilot. Yeah. Okay. How the Pak Yudhistira do the prompting in the Copilot? Maybe.
Since it was related to a sensitive document, so I can share it here. But
Okay.
the prompt was I did have a screenshot of a table, and I wanted to be exported as a Excel format because
Okay.
sometimes um, doing it manually in Adobe or something like that kind of a little bit iffy, or it doesn't
If we.
really uh, produce what I wanted for the table. But
Mm,
yeah, that's
okay.
why I tried to use the AI for it, and it doesn't really produce what I want as well. So
Okay.
in the end, I
Okay.
did do it manually.
Mm, okay. Maybe for the first prompt, or maybe for the first response, yeah. Maybe Pak Yusra can let the maybe make it like simple, especially in this Copilot chat, because it's not really like embedded into the Excel or in the Office application, yeah. Because in the Copilot chat, we don't have an integration with the all the Office application like the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, right? So make it we at first we make it like a simpler prompt, so that let's say it's gonna generate the Excel table for this specific uh, data and everything, and make it so that the if we want to make it into the PDF format, we can do in the next prompt or something. So make sure that in terms of the Excel form, you can get the necessary or the insights, data and insights inside it, and so that it doesn't how to say it generate all the like later we go when go to the prompting we say the garbage in or garbage out there. Gonna generate like unnecessary or unneeded insights lah that we want. Um, maybe when we uh, does it answer the question, Pak Yudhistira, or maybe
Halfway there, but yeah, maybe it's It might also be because of the image quality. It was a
Image,
scanned
okay.
document. It
A
was a
scanned
scanned
document.
document, and it was in form of a table. And I was trying to
Okay.
put it inside the or share it to the AI, and then try to make the AI do the work for me to
Oh,
make the
okay, okay,
table.
okay.
But then the result of the table that the AI made in the Excel format wasn't really what I wanted, because it only generates like 2 lines without really uh, specifically contain the data that I needed.
Okay, so basically what Pak Yudhistira means that from the scanned documents, Pak Yudhistira want to like Copilot to like transcribe or read through the scan through all the document, all the tables inside the scan document. Yeah.
Yes, and make it
And
into a separate Excel. And I
okay,
already
okay, okay, okay.
screenshotted the particular table that I wanted to take out from that document.
Okay. Actually, I did one of the sample for the scan document. I think it's the keyword. I think you use the verbatim transcription. Yeah, I think later I will type it. So if you let me just open the another or Copilot that I have there. So when you do the document scanning, yeah, I think you can do it. Okay, so the scan document, is it the PDF or what apa ya? Is it image or?
Yes, it was a scanned document, but since I screenshot it, so it
Mhm.
becomes a JPEG or some,
Oh, JPEG.
probably, or a PDF. Yeah, it's not a PDF, it's a PNG or something like that.
Okay, sorry. Um, Actually, there is a one inside that we do here. Okay, so when you do the Copilot to check through reading through all the document insights, let's say I have this document in this one. Yeah, I think I have this format in here. So we type open through this PDF file. Okay. When you ask the Copilot to read through the documents, let's say I have this document lah. I mean, this is a sample lah. Maybe kind of a similar Pak Yudhistira ya. Similar format lah. Maybe the content might be different.
More or less, yes.
More or less, yeah. So when I asked it to scan through the document like this, I think the keyword in here, and when I do the checking or test, you do the verbatim and transcription, and then it goes through the reading through all the inside the documents like this, okay, in this format. And I think when I did this, the accuracy I think is more or less like 90% or more, 90% or more, okay. Yeah, and I think it should for the table part. I think have to make sure that because the Copilot reading from the top, I think from this in terms of the portrait format, yeah, not sure. Maybe the scan document, if the scan document is in the landscape format or something, it might have a different response, yeah. Of some different response compared to when we do the portrait format like this, yeah, like this one, yeah. But you can also double check later, because when we get the table, if we have the table, let's maybe like span from if we go to this let's say if we go to the landscape format, you go span this from this far left to the far right, right? The I think the Copilot will read through a portion in the left, I think, and then we go another a portion create another table with reading in the right side. I think that's why maybe the table is not like 100% the same or 100% read through the whole points, the whole values inside in the table. Yeah, maybe that's one of the answers that I can give if using the Copilot for transcription. But the key is that we have if we want to do the scan document first, we have to make sure that we do the transcription, the verbatim transcription for the document. Make sure that the Copilot reads through the same content, that we want the Copilot to generate. After that, we can do the export it to Excel, or we can do export to Word document or everything. And then we can do the analysis after that lah, in the Excel format or in the Word document. Does that answer? Okay.
Yes. Can I have another question, because it's quite related to this as well? Am I permitted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pak
Okay.
Yudhistira can.
So two other things is, one, is it possible if we take a document example? For example, I do have an example of the exact document that I want the Copilot to write, and I put it in the prompt, and then I explain what I wanted to change in that document, and then make Copilot write or draft the whole thing, and then if it's finished, then I just can correct the documents by myself. That's the first question. And then second, is there a limit of how many words that Copilot can produce for word processing? Or like, for example, it cannot write 100 pages of let's say an essay or something like that, due to limitations or something like that.
Okay. So the first question is that, can the Copilot drafting the document, drafting the Word document?
Yes, from an example.
From the example, okay. From the example of the scan document,
or an exact Word, a copy of the Word documents that I have previously, as an example.
Okay, so you have the exact previous document. So
yes, and I want it to be revised with a certain things changed, and then tell the AI to do it.
Okay, so you can actually upload the Word, the Word content into the here, and then you can upload it. Let's say they have the Word document here, and you want the Copilot to revise it or change the format lah, yeah. Maybe you want to change the format of this into the like more. This is maybe too concise, right? Maybe make it longer, make it like more comprehensive, perhaps. You can also do that with this Copilot, and then change the tone maybe to the, let's say, make the report to be more comprehensive and detailed, and change the tone. Maybe you can also do that kind of revision, or maybe check the grammatical as well. Change the tone to be more formal instead of casual, and this document will be shared will be shared to my upper manager. Maybe just make it something like, you want to make it refer and check all, and also check the grammatical errors inside the document. This is an example lah, example that you can do in here. You can also do that based on the report document that you have. So if you have the previously Word document that you have, first make sure the Copilot read through the document, and then after you read the document, make sure it can get the Word format or everything. Yeah, but then you make sure you revise it first. You revise it everything first, and in here, okay. So in here, from the downloaded file, you can get the revised format in the Word document. Yeah, but then if you want to check the Copilot, could you show the content of the revised Word document here so that I can check? I can check without downloading. Let's say yeah, because previously we do the download for the document, the Word document, right? Okay, so they give you the content is more like have more sentence, yeah, compared to the previous one, and in here is like compared to the previous, it has more content inside compared to this the one we have in here. So here is like a little bit shorter. Yeah, this is a one example, yeah. But then to get to this previous point is that make sure the previous document, the Word document, is like exact the same as the get the transcribe it, get the Copilot scan it through, so that is exactly the same as the document, the original document. So that, and then you can do the revision and everything, and then you can download it afterwards, the document, like, later on. And then if I'm not mistaken, the second question, how many words can you generate? Okay, there's no actually official there's no official rule or official the block from the Microsoft how many you can generate. I think it can be thousands of words or something. Yeah, you can generate in here. Kind of varying from one individual and the other. I think it's can be around 1,000 words or something. When you generate a single document, yeah. You can but you can also check the file upload format, and everything can be like 512 MB and 10 number of files or something, if it's like in terms of the file format. But then in terms of the document, the creation, I think there's no official document, but it's kind of like 1,000 words or something. But correct me if I'm mistaken or something though. But then because there's no official format, that's kind of a rough estimate that we can get the Copilot to generate. Does that answer the question, Pak Yudhistira? Sorry, because the time limit maybe.
Yes, that answers. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yudhistira.
Thank you, Mas Rian, for the answer. Perhaps for this session, we'll take one more question, Mas Rian, from Mr. Rahmatul Sadia, and we will continue with the rest in the next session. Her question is it safe to upload any files and have Microsoft 365 work account on our request?
Our work account.
Is it safe to upload any files and have Microsoft 365 to work on our request?
Okay, so if you have the enterprise data protection, like this one, but it's actually quite safe to, because you can click through this document in here. It's safe to upload the sensitive work document related document, like whether it's like Excel files, whether it's the Word confidential file and everything, because they're all the data they are stored in the Copilot in terms of this environment, AMA Mineral environment, gonna be stored inside the AMA Mineral environment only. So it's gonna use for public usage or of AI model training and so on. So the data privacy is already secured. So you can check through this the Android data protection capability. And so this is data security, and then already support with data privacy with number of the security standards, global standards, and access control and the policies they apply also. You can also do the permission apply, so with the policy labels and everything, and AI security risk, and then it's going to be used for the training the foundation model. Okay, so that's basically the security inside the enterprise data protection inside the Copilot chat that we have in here. Does that answer the question? But what's the name
Yes.
again?
Okay, I think it's clear about the explanation about the answer. Maybe we can proceed with the next section, Mas Rian. Go to next presentation.
Okay, but so start with the presentations with me or Mbak Ningen, or but now is it okay, the screen? It's not like
It's good. It's
lagi.
good, Pak.
It's
It's
good,
good,
yeah.
Parian. Yeah.
Okay, so I use my slide
Yes,
demo.
you can share screen with yours.
Okay. Okay. So if there's anything that I need to add, then yeah. Okay, so we go through here. Okay. Sorry. Okay. You already see the PPT, the presentation, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Sorry for the previous issue. And now I'm going to talk about the security consideration with using the Copilot. Previously, there's a number of questions from one of the participant, yeah, based on the enterprise data protection, and also how we're going to be apply when we go to the login with the work environment. So it's quite crucial, very, very crucial actually, when we log into the work environment, instead of we use the personal account, or we don't, or we, even if we don't log in, yeah, we don't log in with any account, because there is no protection applied inside there. Okay. So when we go to the next slide, can everyone see the next slide?
Yeah, Mas Ria.
Okay, good. So it's all good. Okay, so this is what I explained before, yeah. Okay. So in here, you can see that this is the green shield symbol, notify the enterprise data protection. So if you, it's saying here, if you're not signing with the work account, the enterprise data protection don't apply. Okay. When you go through the Copilot UI or in this URL, the mtccopilot.com, or you can go through the URL that I have before, the mtccloud.microsoft or Copilot cloud.cloud.microsoft, or if you go through the Edge browser, if you go through the Edge browser in your Copilot, as I showed before, in the top right corner, you can get through the the Copilot as you can use the Copilot inside there as well. And if you look into the work count, it's automatically get the green shield symbol, the enterprise data protection. The one is to make sure that the data privacy and the security is applied inside the Copilot, so you can do the work sharing or work working in the work your task inside there without any thinking, without any mind of the data we're going to be shared with other for the training and so on. So you have no issue regarding to that. So all the data are secured inside the Aman Mineral environment, and make sure that it's quite safe to use and safe to deploy when you want to get the insights, get the news, and get all the data from the Excel, data from your database and the SharePoint and so on. So yeah, that's quite crucial when we go to the work account instead. So we are enforcing this reason because the security plays important factor in a number of the IT environment. I mean, not only the Microsoft, but all IT environment inside in many different tenants or environments. Yeah, so make sure that this applies to everyone, like in the working environment in the Aman Mineral. That's the key message actually. And yeah, when using the Microsoft, the security tips is that make sure that the enterprise data protection is enabled. So you have to, yeah, if you want to upload the sensitive data inside the Copilot, make sure you you can do like a labeling or the PIA or PIM masking and everything. If we have a credit card number, or if you have the banking number, transaction number, or the customer data like the personal data or something like that. So financial records as well. So make sure like you have the masking the masking able the masking inside into the Copilot, and then if you have to use the sensitive data, make sure you transform it to remove any PII or personal identifiable confidential information. And yeah, for each account that you have, make sure you have the protection using the MFA or the multi-factor authentication. Essentially, you can enforce it from the IT admin center or the 365 admin center inside the environment of Aman Mineral. Yeah. So to make sure that's enabled, make sure to check through your admin center. Yeah. Okay. And then, okay. So now we're gonna do the practical guide on usage of this Copilot. Okay. Yeah. So firstly, I mentioned about the user input using the prompt. Okay. So what is the prompt? Okay, actually, the prompt is actually how you interact with the Copilot. Okay. So in here you use the natural plain language, like a normal, like how you talk with a normal person, like how you have a conversation with your colleague or with your friend, and you provide the context how you do the with like an assistant, yeah, context. Like let's say you have to draft a cold call or something, but then you have to be aware and careful, because the Copilot will generate anything based on what you input, yeah. Like if you input something that is not really like what you really want, or not really like what you really really necessarily need, it can be like this is one of the famous input output scenario of the prompting. When you go to garbage, inputting the garbage into the Copilot or into the generative AI tools, we're gonna go to garbage out there. In terms of these, the response gonna be like not really exactly what you want. It can be something done with your prompt. So what you need to do is like you have to fine tune the prompt to be matching with what you really need. So later we're gonna go to the prompt formula. So in the next slide, this is an example, yeah. So how what I think Pak Yudhistira already mentioned about that as well. Maybe this is maybe kind of a help regarding to Pak Yudhistira needs as well. How to make the effective prompt, yeah. So if we have this kind of prompt, like to say you want to summarize the news about this company name, and if you just make it like this, it's just like a very fake, because only a few words. Is there no context? Like there's no tone, or purpose, or example for the output. The Copilot, we're gonna create just any response, any kind of response, like a fake response, because the format is not really what you really want. So if you want to make it more specific, so you have to do it like this, yeah. So you make it specific, you do it like, as you more into the detail specific, and then make it into full sentence, yeah, with all the instruction cleared. So you have giving the goal, you give the context, you give the source as well, and we give the expectation. Okay, that's one of the prompt formula that we have. So here the goal is that you want the Copilot to give like the summary of the recent news of this company names, I say, and then they have the context like working the marketing and focus on competitive research, and then the source is like we want the Copilot to focus on the announcement, yeah, on the product lines, new product lines, the new product lines, and then we want the expectation to be in 2 or 3 paragraphs, the answer to 2 paragraphs in the business tone. Okay, so if we make sure all the formula for the Copilot prompt formula is all specified, that means the answer gonna be detailed, gonna be quite comprehensive, yeah, compared to the previous, the less effective prompt. But then you have to, don't have to be worried, because there's nothing that's wrong or bad prompt or something. Because even if you do something like this only, or just asking like a one sentence of everything, it's quite okay, because the Copilot still generate the response. Maybe it's not 100% fully suits your needs, but you can still experiment it. If the answer is like, let's say the answer is not really still fake, or it's not really that detailed on everything, you can still ask the Copilot to revise the response that they give, that the Copilot give, and then make it to fine tune it and each response and prompt, and then the Copilot will give you, finally we're gonna give you the exact needs that you want, yeah. But so it's like learn by doing, yeah. So kind of experimenting with the Copilot. So maybe if you guys want to start to give this straight away, I mean like for the first time, maybe it's gonna be take long, or you have to get used to the prompt effectiveness, yeah. If you start with the less effective, we can okay, but then gonna be experimenting lah. Gonna be part of the learning by doing of this Copilot exercise. So it's still all okay though, to use. So if we go to the next part, okay. So this is the formula of the prompting. So you have the goal here. So what response do we want for the Copilot? And the context is why do you need the Copilot to respond this way, and who is involved in part of this prompt and response of the Copilot, and what is the source information or samples that Copilot can use, And what is the expectation? Yeah, how should the Copilot meet the expectation of the response that we created in here? Okay. Okay. So this is the example of this is like an example of the good prompt or better prompt or the best prompt. Yeah. So we have this highlight of these centers that are goal, which they are goal or context or source and expectations. We have this one. So if you have if you have to take a look at the good prompt in the left side, so help me prepare for upcoming candidate interview for a new AI engineer role in our IT department by creating a list of questions. Okay, so you can see in this far left prompt here, this is actually you can only consist of two part of the formula. Yeah, so you have only the goal, and then you give only the expectations only. Okay, but if you have a look at the best prompt in the far right corner, so you have the goal here. So the goal here is goal here is to prepare the candidate interview for the new AI engineer role in IT, and then have the context here. So this is called complete formula. Yeah, context here is like look review the candidate resume and the position detail in the job description here, and then this this is actually the source here, and then the context here is like the context you can use to determine the candidate's fits for the position. Okay, so this is the so this is all the source available here, and this is the the goal here and goal provided here. The context here is like the context here is the candidate interview for the engine role. The expectation is used for the determine the candidate's fit for the position. Yeah. So in here, the right side of the prompt is actually more complete. Yeah, complete compared to this one, because this one is actually just only two of the formula only, the context and also the goal only. But here you have the goal, context, source, and expectation. We're gonna just test it with the demo right away with the Copilot in the Copilot straight away after this. Okay, so we do the testing lah for this the HR case study. So when we open through this Copilot again, let's just close this one and let's open the new chat. Okay, so I can prepare the prompt here. Okay, let's say they have a good prompt here, yeah. But here I have this data analyst role actually instead of the AI engineer role. Okay, so we're going to list a question. Okay, so have the goal and have the context, yeah. Okay, so it just still give you the answer. It still give you the answer, which is quite okay. But if you want to have more accurate, you have to use the best prompt, yeah, that contains all of the formula of the prompting. So if you're gonna do this, okay, so I have actually the data or the I need to upload. Okay, so if you have this, right, so say you wanna have upload the CV, right? So here I have the sample CV that's available here. Okay, sorry. Okay, and then and this one is the job test, I think. The job test of the data analyst. So in here you have more complete prompt in the more comprehensive way, because you uploaded the source of the CV, you give the job test as well, the file as well, and then make sure the expectations fit the candidate fit to the position. So give you more accurate response ya. Nah, based on comprehensive yes, there's Raka Pratama comprehensive. Okay, so you have a general fit, then you got assessment, and have the for the analysis and tools, you have the school database, reporting, and then advanced machine learning, big data, ETL. Okay, so it's more comprehensive compared to the previous one. They have the culture and cloud potential as well. Okay, so you have to get through. Even the Copilot will give you the interview guideline and with scoring and behavior and so on. So This one example that we can use the formula for the prompting. I think, and if there are some question regarding to this one, or we can open the Q&A session, but for this, or
Yeah, that's now maybe we can open the second Q&A session, Mas Rian. As before, feel free to use the Q&A feature or raise your hand to ask your question directly, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Anyone to ask? Okay, Pak Samsul. Okay, I will give you access mic. Okay, Pak Samsul, the microphone is currently active. You can say your question.
Thank you. So my question is, Aman already has a document. We have a task to create a report and then data is available.
Sorry,
Then
pardon me. Mas Rian, can you hear Pak Samsul? Because
a
the
bit
voice is
small,
a little bit small.
too low.
Can
now?
you can
Yes,
you
yes.
make it loud? Okay.
What now?
Better. Mas Rian?
Still, yeah, still small, but I can hear a bit. Can hear, I can hear a bit. See, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Pak Samsul type the question, yeah.
Yes, I think Pak Samsul typed the question on chat, Mas Rian.
Okay.
You actually read by yourself, right, Mas Rian? And
Okay,
you
so
answer.
okay, it's okay. If I read, I have to stop share a bit. sorry. I will.
Okay.
Okay.
I need to read for you.
Oh, sorry. If I just have to stop screen share so that it's not. Where is the question again? Pak Samsul type in the chat or the Q&A. Chat.
On the
Okay.
chat.
Aman already has a document format. We have a task to create the report, and data is available. Can this AI generate the report in Aman's format and incorporate my existing data as an output? Okay. For example, I could upload a sample of the format that upload my data, and the AI would combine them. Okay. Yeah, Pak Samsul. So if you have this document format already available, right? So when you create the report, the Copilot can do that. The AI, if you make sure that the report is like, so the Aman's formats here, it means the template, right? The document template that Aman's has, right? So if you combine this, make sure, like say you have the prompt like this, so create the report of this specific task based on this Aman's format template, and then fill in all the necessary values or the missing points, right, inside the data into the document, the report that you want to create. And then when you upload the data, the AI will be able to do that. They'll be able to combine the data into the specific format that template format that Amans has, and then the Copilot will gonna give through the sample. Or maybe you can have the sample format, apa? Do you have any sample of data format or the sample template from the Aman as well that you can test through, or what, Pak Samsul? Ada, do you have any sample? Oh, okay, no problem, Pak Samsul. Maybe we can try and then let us know if there are some issues or something. You can actually generate or help it for you. Okay. So does it answer the question, Pak Samsul?
Okay, Mas Rian,
Okay.
maybe we can move to another question on the Q&A panel. It's from Mr. Jeffrey. In regard to prompt, can we set standard rules? Example, all queries. So maybe it's better than when Mas Rian can read by yourself on the Q&A
Okay.
session, because
Okay.
technical. For
Pak Jeffrey ya, Pak Jeffrey Harjardin nih, okay?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Pak Jardin, for the question. In regards to the prompts, can you set standard rules? All queries should use the following context. Okay. Okay, so I think this means the system prompt. Yeah, I am the general engine manager. Answer the questions to be in the formal business tone by approximately 230 words. Okay, technical industry terminology should be avoided. Okay, and this is not technical people. Okay, in terms when we use the Copilot chat, actually we can use this. Yeah, when you want to go this in the system prompt aspect here, Jeffrey, and if you will just use the chat feature, yeah, in the Copilot chat, you have to like specify each time when you want to do the prompting or in the new chat session. So you specify that you are the engineer manager, you want to answer it in the form of business tone in the specific number of words. You have to specify each time you're going to do the prompting and it's in chat session. But if we're gonna go through later on when we discuss through everything, we're gonna have a simple demo or a bit there, how to show the agent. Okay, when we go to the agent, we can actually specify in the system message or system prompt inside the agent. I think Copilot, the Copilot chat already has the agent feature as well. So we specify that you don't have to specify it number of times. I mean, like with the Copilot chat prompt chat session, you have to specify it like many times like in the new chat session. But then in the agent base, you get specified once in the standard rule there, and then the agent we're gonna answer it exactly like what you mentioned in the context in the system prompt lah, that you have the engine manager in the formal business tone with 200 300 words, something like that, and then the agent will answer it like so that's just into your needs. Yeah. Does it answer the question, Pak Jeffrey?
Okay. Thank you, Mas Rian.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. How we can
Move on. Okay.
Okay.
But Jeffrey is not available. Okay.
Okay. Before we move on, is there anyone else who would like to ask a question? We still have time for one more. Anything want to ask for this session? If want to ask, maybe we can use the microphone so we can interactively with Mr. Rian. I think currently is not any question, Mas Rian, so we can
Okay.
go to the next slide.
Okay, so I think I'll do the next slide there. Okay. Okay. So everyone can see my screen again, yeah?
Yeah, Mas Rian.
Okay. So okay, you're gonna go through this. Okay, so this is another prompting formula, yeah, and roles. This is a ROLES. So you have the roles. You have mentioned it like as a professional type copywriter. So you the objective, the role is like a role for the specific person, like a position, like yeah, you can copywriter, content writer, and everything. And then the objective can be like you want to create what headline news or headline options for the specific for the social media content, let's say. And then the level, let's say you want to make sure that the target audience is like for who, like the young mother or the young person, and then make sure the headline only contain like 10 words maximum. The example can be you provide the example. It's kind of example similar with the source, yeah. If we in compared to the previous formula, and then make it the style. Style is kind of like an expectation. So use the persuasive positive language style. So format it in the numbered list, yeah. Okay. It's kind of actually similar. Like the here the goal is like the objective here. I think the context more into like a level and roles together. Okay. So so yeah, it's kind of a bit similar, but it's only we started it a bit differently here. So, okay, let's say we want to create the email based on this using the roles prompting technique. Yeah. So I have this prompt that are available here. Okay, actually I made this in Indonesian, but you can translate this in English. So apologize if I make the prompt in Indonesian bahasa. Sorry. If you can just use the Copilot to translate it as well if you want to as well too. translate this bahasa prompt into English language. Okay, so you can do the translation as well in here. Okay. Nah, so you have this English translation of this bahasa prompt, right? So you can do this. Go ahead and get the headline news, but or you can just copy and paste the prompt as well to get the response for the email draft in here. Okay, so you give you the email draft here. You give the subject, and you have the body of the email, and then you have this the name and so on, headline and this. Okay, so if you want to customize the email, okay, let's say you want to customize the email to match with what's the brand again? See, the brand for the eco-friendly brand, and direct the message. Let's say direct the message to the younger generation. Maybe it's just an example that you can do to customize the email so that it can suit the tone to be more accurate to the audience, target audience in here. Okay, so let's say you get a comparison version for the younger generation. Let's say they have a Gen Z and millennial. You have a sustainability, authenticity, and clean aesthetic. Okay, so the subject, and then you have the tagline there. So now you can see the body here is more suited with the younger generation, or like the Gen Z or the millennials. And then the headline is also kind of like adjusted to do the younger generation as well. So yeah, so you can generate this into the number of the different tone lah. You can make it into the like this as well, minimalist or the more poetic or so on. So this is part of the example that Copilot can do in terms of the content creation, or like a creative aspect in the Copilot. You can do a number of different ways, and you can experiment it later on by yourself. How to do it, the content generation in the Copilot. That suits with the Aman Mineral as well, as part of the communication of the social media content or website content or digital content, for example, something like that. Okay, so perhaps you can go through the next. And you can go to the next demo, and we can go to another question. Okay. Okay, this is the one example that we go apply the roles prompting technique for the email drafting. And then, so here is the example of the how do we do the upload file in the Copilot. So you can, this is all the supported file format in the Copilot. So you can support all the Office documents, templates, other document types, and image and text based and so on. Okay, so you can if you want to add content, you can do what I did before. So just click the add content here. So you're gonna upload the file there, and then the Copilot we answer the questions based on the uploaded file. So the information, the uploaded file, is gonna be the knowledge base for Copilot to answer the questions. Okay. The Copilot can also Copilot chat, and also do the data visualization. This is one example of the data visualization using the Copilot. So you're graphing the first 20,000 Fibonacci sequence. Okay. So it's inside the Copilot, you can also have the mathematical capability inside the backend of the Copilot. So you can also do data visualization, data creation, or graph creation as well. And then this is another aspect the Copilot has. Actually, the prompt gallery, all the prompts that you have. If let's say you are, what I mentioned before regarding to the prompt formula, prompt techniques for the GCSE or the roles, you can actually find it the prompt gallery here to check, to make sure you can experiment it by yourself actually, to try any kind of prompt that you can use. Like let's say you want to catch up the meeting, let's say you want to inform what is the latest news of this specific organization, or what kind of product you wanna get, or generating any ideas. So you can actually get all of that in the all the prompt gallery that you want to try. You can also save later. You can also save your own custom prompt, your own prompt later in terms of in your own library. This is the this is the prompt gallery here is like available in like by Microsoft, yeah, or built in Microsoft. Or you can also save your own favorite prompt lah, your prompt that you made your own, and may save it into your own secure file inside the Copilot. You can also share it with your colleague later on, and then fine tune it together to make sure that the prompt suits with your team's needs, yeah. In terms of the prompting and so on. So that's one way for the Copilot prompting for the collaboration and the gallery. Okay. So we're gonna do like a test with this data analysis of using the Excel, yeah. So let's say I have the Excel file that I want to upload to the Copilot. Okay, sorry. This is this new. Okay, let's say I have this Excel file that I want to analyze. So I have the Excel analysis here. Okay. Let's say I have this analysis of this Excel data analysis. Let's say I want the Copilot to read through my Excel data, and I want the Copilot to create the bar chart, yeah, or okay, sorry, I have to translate this into English as well. I'm sorry for the Indonesian prompting here. Okay, so let's say I have this. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Translate this from bahasa prompt into English. Okay. So if one okay. Okay. So you want to create the bar chart. So you want to get through the Copilot to read through the Excel data. So you want to make sure to create the bar chart for the last 3 years of the product. Inside this sales data actually is like the full, the full of the full sales of the last 3 years. Okay, so you can see here is the full sales like already varying from the last 3 years. I think they only have 2023 and 2024, and then you can see that you can see this all have a number of a range of a different full. You get it to biosolar, Dexlight, Petala, and everything. And then each bar here will represent the total sales, yeah, for the specific full in the given year. Okay, so and the chart the last 3 years, so you're gonna have a comparisons. Okay, you can see the comparison between those in the 2013 2020. Okay, if we wanna get the Copilot to get to the comparison analysis between 2023 and 2024, you can also do this. Yeah, could you share some comparison insights regarding to the to get into the 2023 sales. Yeah, 2023 sales and 2024 sales. Comparison, comprehensive. Maybe some comprehensive comparison. Okay, this is an example that we can do in terms of the insights that you can have. So you have this bar chart, and you can ask the Copilot to generate like the insights that you can get from this based on the sales data that you have. Okay, and after that we can also do the we can also do the region, separate into the region as well. But okay, now as you can see here, so total sales overview here, you can see that in the 2024 the sales is doubled compared to 2023, and for the top number one sales in here, you can see that is still Pertalite for the number one for 2023, and then now 2024 still the Pertalite as well. But then, as you can see here, the number two to number 5 is all different in here. Okay, and you can see the growth trends here from Pertamina Aviation is like increasing from 0 to this number. I think the numbers here like randomly generated, so you can see that here some of the numbers like a 0, some of the numbers like very high or something. So it's still still quite okay for the sample data for this demo purpose. The DEX you can see is like increasing this much, and the lubricants is like increasing this much as well. The biosoil is increasing, and then you can see that And then for the declining, for the products that are declining is also mentioned in part of the insights in here. You can also generate a comparison chart and also create the report file to get through the summarization of these insights that you can get based on this data analysis. Yeah. Okay. I think that's one example of the data analysis. I think. Oh yeah, actually before we can actually sorry for the prompt here. You want to actually save. You can actually save this prompt here to so that it becomes your favorite prompt. So the prompt here becomes your favorite prompt in here. You can just make it the title this to okay. So Samuel cannot change the title and everything, but then you can change the title here and then make it prompt, and then you can click save here. So you're gonna be saved into your custom prompt gallery lah, yeah, inside the prompt gallery. So if you see here like this, if you save, and then if you want to see the prompt gallery, so you can see that your prompt is going to save in here, yeah. And then the Microsoft prompt here, what I mentioned in the slide before, is all mentioned in here. So we want to generate ideas or improve your writing skills or the questions and everything, writing. It's all available in here. Yeah. You can just explore it and find it yourself though, in your own time, if you can have. Okay, so yeah, that's all that I share for this demo. Are there any questions? Perhaps Mbak Ning, you can open some questions or something.
Okay. Thank you once again. There have been a few questions submitted in the chat, and we would like to thank to Narration and Mr. Hendra for kindly helping to respond to them. Are there any questions from the audience at this point? Or perhaps Mas Rian would like to add any further explanation regarding the question that were addressing in the chat?
Okay. We'll stop share first, yeah. Then I can see it through.
Okay. Maybe I would happy to read them for you maybe. Okay. On the Q&A session.
Responsible AI. Okay. Sarcastic pro. Oh yeah, there is a question was sarcastic. Oh yeah, there is also. Thank you, Achem, for explaining. There's actually in Copilot we are supporting the responsible AI. Yeah, I haven't mentioned about in my slide. Like the AI will kind of maintain the accountability and responsibility as to give the answer like as positive as possible. So the answer is gonna provide there is not gonna be like causing any harm or negative effect to the user or to the receiver of the response. So all the prompts that you put inside there's the Copilot inside the Microsoft also, because Microsoft is like applying the responsible AI principle. It will give the answer to be not harm giving any damage lah, yeah, for the user. So this is part of the accountability, security, privacy, and fairness as well. So make sure that the ethical aspects of this Copilot are applied into the usage in all the uses of this Copilot, in the journey of the Copilot journey with the Aman Mineral. So that's one of the the principle of the responsible AI in the Copilot. Okay. Okay. So, Baning, I just read the question in the chat. I mean, the question in the chat, yeah, and then I answer it.
It's okay if you want it, or I need to read first for
Okay.
you.
I can read it myself in the chat. Okay, but thank you. Okay, so I think I answered. I think I answered in the last one. Okay, validate the data presented from this Copilot process. Okay, how do we validate data presented? Okay, Pak Muhammad, thank you for the question. Okay, so to validate the data to present in Copilot, because as we all know, all the data, all the content that are generated in the Copilot is all part of the AI generated content, right? So if we have this AI generated content, I want to make sure it's like validate. So we have to make sure. So it's part in the prompting though. So if we use the formula of the prompting to validate all the presented accurate as possible. So it's part go to the prompting, right? The prompting principle technique that I mentioned before, like GCSE or goal, context, source, and expectation, or the roles technique. You can make sure the goal and expectation are specified and the source and context are clear. All the data presented there will gonna be the most accurate as possible. Yeah. But if you provide only the one or two of the prompt formula, like say the goal or the context only, and then maybe the data going to be presented there is going to be less accurate or maybe less under your expectations, perhaps. That means that validation have to be like you have to do it like redoing the prompting again. But then it's okay, but because it's part of the learning process or something like. If you already maybe like master in the Copilot and something, you can use the prompting technique like the GCSE, the goal context of expectation or the roles technique in one go, then it's fine though. And the validation gonna be much faster and much easier to to do. Yeah. That's a one way of the validating, like the data is like as accurate or not in the Copilot. Okay. Yeah. So okay, and then another question from Ujjwal Kumar Patel. No, what is the benefit of the license version and normal version? Okay, so what you guys currently have, if I am not mistaken, right? You have the Copilot chat, right? So it's part of your Office 365 environment. So it's Copilot chat. So like Copilot can do a number of things like a web grounded response because all the answers like provided there are based on the web or the web public website or something, and all of that. The licensed version you can get the answer from the work grounded there. So if you have the licensed version of the MT65 Copilot, you can get the answer based on your internal work document. Let's say you have your own SharePoint. Let's say you have your own Word or Excel or the PowerPoint, and then all the answers there are gonna generate based on the internal document. It's gonna be more detailed and accurate for the reference. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Chen, for the answering as well. So you can do the summarizing meeting. Again, can do the summarizing your email based on this meeting with the client or with the supplier or with any number of things in your internal Outlook email, and then you can do the number of the related with the Office 365 environment apps though, like Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive, or Outlook, or Office, like Word, Excel as well. So you're gonna be more embedded inside the 365 application though, application service. So there's a different. You can do more in the work grounded aspect as opposed to the Copilot chat, which is only the web-based answer. Yeah. So that's the limitation. So if you want to do the summarize meeting, later I'm going to show you again summarize meeting or summarizing the email in the, let's say you want to summarize email from your Outlook or from your Teams. In the Copilot chat, you have to upload it manually. But then if you have the T6 Copilot, you can just ask the Copilot to summarize this email for this thread or for this last month email for the last month. You can get it straight away if you have the license version. So that's one of the example that you can do if you have this thing. But for this purpose, we do more into the Copilot chat version, the normal version that we have here. Okay, so hopefully it answers the question, ya Pak Ujjwal Kumar Patel. Okay. Okay. So can we modify or edit the data as far as we need? Okay. Yeah. So we can modify the data from the AI. So if you want the AI give you the content that you prompting at the first place, if you wanted the content there to be modifiable to editable, you can do that. Okay. So you can ask the AI to modify and everything, and then you can set away modify the content to be choose your need, like change the tone or change the content, revise the content to be like this format or make it into same as this the template and everything. So you can be done with that one, with the response. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mbak Ning. Sorry, I turned the camera off because I'm afraid I will lose the connection again. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Perhaps some limitation that they can have in the Copilot. Perhaps I think the file uploads. I think because the file uploads maximum is 512 or 10 files, and I think the file supported also part of the reason as well. And then the image, if you want to generate like image in the Copilot chat, especially if you have the Copilot chat version, I think and can only it depends on the number of users. Maybe it can be once or can be like more than once or few images that you can generate in one session of the Copilot chat, I think. So there's one kind of limitation that you can that I think I mentioned in parts of the Microsoft. If you can do like the code interpretation also can be done in the Copilot. In Copilot chat you can the Copilot chat you cannot do the what Copilot 365 Copilot can do. I mean, if you want to do like a work-grounded answer or work-grounded aspects there, you have to do manually, like what I mentioned before. Like you put the Teams chat, Teams meeting, or you put you want to create the minutes of meetings from the Teams, or if you want to create like a email Outlook email, so if you want to get the summary of the email, you have to upload it manually in the Copilot chat. So that's what the limitation that we have here in the Copilot chat lah. And if you want to do the SharePoint as well, so you have to go to the license version, the 365 Copilot, if you want to go to the deep more into the work environment, work grounded environment. So yeah, so there's one this one example that there's a number of few examples that we can get from the limitation and drawbacks of the Copilot, where's Copilot chat, and this is why Copilot later on. Okay, and I think maybe that's all for the Q&A session for now. Yeah, Mbak Ning, maybe can I continue on, or
We still have
number questions?
15 minutes. I think we
Okay.
can if we can explore more about Microsoft Copilot, Mas Rian.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I can actually the slides actually is already reaching the ends actually, like okay. So if I show you an example that we can do in Copilot, okay. Let's say we just show you the screen again, what we can do in the Copilot chat in terms of the summarizing the Teams chat or the email Outlook. Okay. So let's say I have this Teams chat. Sorry, it's too slow. So I have already copied the pasted Teams chat though in one of my notebook. So let's say you want to get the summary of this Teams chat. So in the Copilot chat, you have to copy and paste it manually. See, let's say you have this Teams chat here available here. So you want to have to put it manually in here in order to get the summary of that Teams chat. Okay. So let's say, okay, so go to the new chat session. Let's say you want to please create a summary meeting based on this Teams chat. Okay, let's say so you have to copy and paste. You can upload it the file of the text here, or you can just copy and paste into your own chat. It's all up to you. You can do that. That's just your needs. Okay, so it will still generate the summary if you uploaded the file. But then you cannot get from this Teams. You cannot from this Copilot. You cannot get the directly lah. If you type it so if you copy it then paste the Teams chat here, it will generate the summary, right? But then if you ask, could you get the summary based on my Teams meetings and chat? If you type it in here, the Copilot chat will say like if you're gonna have the permission, right? You have the permission or access to go to your own Teams meeting and chat. I think. Nah, yeah. In Copilot chat, you have to upload it, upload the file, or you could copy and paste it. So you cannot like ask the Copilot to generate it straight away without any manual upload lah. This is what mentioned in here. Okay, that's one of the limitation. I think answering Mbak Puleli. one of the questions. So, but then the other thing is that if you want to go through the email summary, let's say I have the body email. I actually have body email of this from this thing. Let's say I have this email, like you see, like example email lah. Like this is actually the security for Entra ID. Could you summarize this email? My Outlook email, sorry, my Outlook email here. Okay, in here in the email as well, you have to do like manual upload as well actually. So if you put it here, okay, so let's say that you have no risky use detector, so you have no risky sign detector. So the Enter ID, we're gonna give you like there's no security threats lah in the identifier. So if you ask the Copilot to, could you summarize my Outlook email? So if we do this like this, it will still say that you have to upload it, the file, email file as well, and copy and paste the full email text here. So this is one of the one of the things that have to be highlighted in terms of the Outlook and the Teams. So you have to do like upload file manually and everything to have the summary available in there. Yeah. Okay. So if you have actually, if you have a 365 Copilot, you can do the AI generated means of meetings. If you have the, this is one of the examples that I can show you that. Okay, so if we go through your, this is one example that I can show you maybe. If you have like the license version, you have this you have the speaker, what's the speaker talking, you have the meeting notes available. So here is like the difference between if you do the Copilot chat and you go to this Copilot there. This is one example you can do. So you have all the journey, you have the engagement scenarios and everything, presentation, and then all the highlights available here in the summary content. So this in which part of the journey, which part of the engagement story and everything. So yeah, it's all more all the PIC also are detailed here. So all more comprehensive and more detailed compared to when we did through the manual the manual upload of the file. Okay, so that's one of the example of when this related to the embedded to the T65 application, like with especially the Teams, Outlook, or the Office, the Word, Excel, the PowerPoint as well. Okay, so that's one example there, and yeah, and this is also one way. I think this is the sales data that I demo before with the BBM sales data. If you have the TCS Copilot here, you can actually generate straight away. Oops, sorry. Generate the graph straight away here. Okay, so the graph here is like we can just embed it and then generate the output straight away into your own Excel application. That's one of the difference there. If you have this is why Copilot. Okay, but because we are more focusing on the Copilot chat, that's why we have we do this way lah in terms of the Copilot chat. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Any more questions? Yeah.
There is still one question on Q&A panel, Mas Rian. Maybe you can help to answer. It's the question is from Mr. Ferry. How does Microsoft 365 Copilot compare with ChatGPT in terms of handling open-ended reasoning or creative problem-solving tasks? Maybe okay. Terus in what scenario better?
Okay. Okay, so in terms of the open-ended reasoning and for problem-solving tasks, okay. Okay, but in this is for Copilot, if you can see we are actually rolling out the new Frontier program, or we call it Frontier Agent. That have a deep reasoning, or do we call it a researcher? We call it researcher agent. They have the reasoning capability. The back end of that researcher agent is actually the O3. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the O3 or one model in the OpenAI. So it can do like a creative problem solving, or reasoning, a deep research, and then can do the more comprehensive in your work related content or data inside your tenant Aman Mineral tenant environment. It's more powerful. And then as opposed with ChatGPT doesn't have the, I think they have the data protection. I think the data protection have to be like subscribe or something. With the Copilot, you can have, as long as you log into the work account, you have the green shield symbol. Have the symbol, the data protection going to be used for the training, and then it's going to be exposed by public and everything. So for the sensitive data aspects, for the creative problem solving with the work-related internal work-related documents, I think Copilot, this is 365 Copilot is much better, yeah, compared to the ChatGPT lah. Because ChatGPT is like data is gonna use for the public use, and then gonna be used for the training for the AI model. So the privacy there, it's still not really like in the enterprise data protection. Okay, for the data privacy parts. Hopefully that answers the question, yeah, Pak Ferry. Okay. Okay, actually, maybe later I will show a sample of the agent, yeah. Okay.
Okay, Mas, and we have 19 minutes to share.
Okay. Yeah. Let me, is there any more question, or maybe just show you a little bit of agent base and also the part, the researcher part. Any more question there? Okay. Okay, let me, in the meantime, I think I just show you the agent capability lah, yeah, that Copilot chat and this is what Copilot can have. I think I can just share screen again to show you guys the capability. Okay, so first and foremost, you can see here in this is the UI of the Copilot chat, right? You can see here he has the agent. This is the agent component in the sidebar. In here, if I think answering one of the question from the participant, yeah, if you want to get the system prompt, I think Jeffrey or something, if you gotta get a system prompt or something like a business user, you can also do that in the agent creation or the agent builder. So we need to set the tone here in the agent part. Let's say you want to create the agent that answering the FAQ of the Aman Mineral, yeah. Okay, so you can use the natural language way to build the agent, or you can use this is also a configure process. Like you can say giving the name, giving the description instruction. The instruction here is like the same as similar with Pak Jeffrey mentioned. Like you have the act of business managers, you have to give the answer in 230 words format, and then give it the expectation to be like this. So this is part of the here in the instruction layer. So the giving the name of the agent, let's say give the name agent, you can say Aman Mineral agent. Oh, sorry for the delay. And I have a description. The agent here is used for answering Q&A of Aman Mineral. Sorry, FAQ of base Aman Mineral company. Let's say something like this, okay? So there are two ways to make this agent creation in your Copilot chat capability. You can do this in here. You can also give an instruction here. The knowledge base, you can stop it the URL. Can you put our websites, or you can give through the Amamina website, yeah. Or to make it easier, I think here is easier. Okay, you can just say, let's say I want to create the Aman Mineral agent that can help me to build to answer the FAQ regarding to the Aman Mineral company. Get the source. Let's say this is an example. Get the source from the Aman Mineral website. Okay. Okay. After this, I'll show you, after the agent creation here is finished, I'll show you the agent that's available in this is for Copilot, yeah, the reasoning and everything. Okay, let's just try with this name lah, yeah. Aman Mineral FAQ bot is fine. So, what is the website of Aman Mineral? I have to double check here first. Okay. Specific task. Okay. So the specific, you can just mention the specific task of the FAQ bot. It's task for the FAQ bot here is to answer anything related to the company, such as history or news, services, product or services that are available. So all the bot here, we're gonna get all of this related content here based on the Amamineral website, yeah, in the public website, the Amamineral. It will not get all through the maybe the sensitive content that Amamineral has, because it only get through the public facing website here. That's one of the knowledge source that can be done in the Amamineral, the agent, yeah, Amamineral agent here. Okay, let's just say something like this, like, yeah. Let's just say, okay, so okay, if you get through the, so what's like, you have the Aman Mineral, I think Aman Mineral website, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just get through the sample. Okay, aman.co.id. Let's just go to that aman.co.id, yeah. The website is aman.co.id. Let's just say like doing like this, and then okay, maintain friendly and provide concise and detailed answer. Okay. The highlight and give the highlight of the certain informations, key information. Let's just say we want the bot or the agent to give this tone, yeah, these guidelines. Okay, after this we can try the agent that we built. Okay. No, thank you. Please let me try it. Okay. Okay, so after this we can try the agent that we create. Okay. So in here we can try this. Okay. So the Aman Mineral FAQ bot is already created. So we can get the history or the news that we can do in here. Let's say, what is the latest news about Aman Mineral? Okay. So, and then from here, you're gonna get through the answer. Okay. Latest Aman Mineral is give of the Fortune South Asia 500. Okay. So you give all the answer here based on the website. Okay. So give you the leadership changing and then the scholarship program for the local students as well. Okay, so if you want to ask the question related to the, okay, this is the news, right? So what are the products and services of Aman Mineral that are available? Let's say you want to ask something like that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so give you all the answer based on the website knowledge source of the website that are provided. Okay, so all the answers here, they are given from the part on the website. Yeah. Okay, so in the Copilot chat you can do this. Okay, you can also explore what is the product that are available here in the service operations from the reference from the aman.co.id or the Aman website. Okay, hopefully that answers the agent part. If we go through the 365 Copilot, yeah, I will just give you a little bit overview of the 365 Copilot. In 365 Copilot, we have these two view, yeah, web version and the work version. The work version is the Copilot that has the capability of going to the work grounded. But then the web version is only we go through the go to the web, the public web facing, or the web grounded. So what we normally do in the Copilot chat is all in the web version of this. This is Copilot. But in the work, you can go to the internal work document and then you have the capability like the analyst and researcher agent. They are not available in the Copilot chat. In here, you can go to this. You can embedded integrate with the embedded file straight away, whether it's Excel, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or the Teams chat as well. And you go to connect with the number of the chat as well with the number of people available in here. Okay, so this is the this is one of the agent that's available in this is Copilot Research Agent. You're gonna give you a comprehensive comprehensive answer of whether the reasoning capabilities available in this research agent inside of the frontier program. Let's say you want to get executive status of this report on sample project or something like that, and you're gonna create the executive status straight away based on using this research agent. That's one of the key difference from the Copilot chat.
Alright, Mas Rian.
Yeah.
Time is up. Our time is up. Thank you for the bonus material to us.
Okay, but
Maybe you want to add some explanation before before I close this session.
Yeah. Actually, but there are actually a lot of things that you can cover. But perhaps because of the technical issue or the difficulty and everything, maybe we still managed to cover the cover some of the most important material. But the key point is this: with the Copilot chat, you can do the basic thing that you can do, whether it's like on the general prompting or maybe it doesn't have to be related with work related. Can still help you with it because it's free as well. And then the data is not trained use by the LLM model or the AI model because you have the enterprise data protection capability as well. Okay, and then after that you can test through all the prompting formula, right? So with this Copilot to get the answer with that suits into your need. Okay, so in the first time maybe you will experience a number of the response that the Copilot gives is not really that accurate, not really that suits your need. That means that you need you had to fine tune it with your the prompting formula that I showed the GCSE or the roles technique, and then after that you can also still do the you can do the HR. You get to the CV, right? Going through the CV, like where's a good prompt, what is the best prompt, like comparing the CV and the job description of the specific job application. Previously, I mentioned the data engineer, data analyst role, and then get through all the answers. And then we go through the data analysis Excel, right? And the data analysis Excel, we can do the analysis in Copilot chat. Can generate graph and everything, can get some insights. But then if we go through the Display Copilot, is more embedded into the application. That's the difference. Okay, and then the other thing is that when you go to the next step, when you go to the drafting email, you can also do that with Copilot chat, or you can go summarize a Teams meeting. You can also do that, but you have to do manual upload. But manual upload can still work. But then, if you have this is Copilot that's embedded with the Teams or Outlook, you can do the summary straight away, or the minutes of meeting straight away in their application, the Teams application or the Outlook application. And then lastly, with the agent in Copilot chat, you can still create the agent, like what I did here before with the FAQ agent. But then if you do this Copilot, you have far more reasoning, deeper capability of reasoning in the agent. Okay, it looks like it's unable to generate, but this is one way of we can do for the creating the agent of this researcher agent here that are available. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all that basically that's all that I can share. I think regarding the Copilot chat and Generative AI with the Copilot, introduction with the going to more into the Office application there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Mungkin Mbak Ning can.
Thank you, Mas Rian, for sharing your expertise to us. Let's give him a big round of applause to Mas Rian, everyone. And of course, thank you to all your for actively participating in today's session. Let's conclude our webinar on Microsoft Copilot for Productivity with bonus of Microsoft Agent. We hope it has been insightful and practical for your daily work. Before you leave, we kindly ask you to take a moment to fill out the feedback form. The feedback link has been shared in the chat, so please check the chat panel to access it. Your feedback is very valuable to us and will help improve the quality of our future webinars. If you need access the recording, you can please contact the IT team of PT Aman Mineral International. Thank you again for your time and attention. Stay safe, stay productive, and we look forward to seeing you in the future session. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you, Mas Rian.
Thank you.
Mbak Ning. Thank you, Marian.
Thank you, Marian. Thank you, Mbak Ning.
You semua.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.